HSBC presents CNBC TV 18, Future Female Forward, the Women's Collective.
In my class 12th, when I graduated from my high school, I was actually scrolling through Instagram and I got this advertisement there. It's called as Tech B program. Okay, I got enrolled myself there. It was just a on the go thing. Like I was not actually very serious about it at that point of time. And then I got an email from HCLTech that I've been nominated for HCL SAT exam and the interview.
I always aspired to go in a managerial or a business role. I started as a techie. Unfortunately, HCLTech, within 18 months of my joining, started a higher education program. And I was among the very few who got selected across India to join for a full-time 2-year MBA program in one of the leading B schools in, I would say, in India. And that changed my career. That gave me a lot of new perspective to the world. After that, there is no looking back. It is more like a work-life integration rather than a work-life balance for me. I work with a lot of Fortune 500 and Global 2000 companies as our customers.
I think two things that I really wanted to kind of mention that have really changed the journey is obviously the kind of leadership training. I think my manager thought that, I'm now on the verge of managing a bigger team. So I really needed those trainings, so programs like Ascend and one-to-one mentoring by leadership. I think those were very, very useful or fruitful, I will say. I think managing people is in itself is a skill, and I think we all should have those skills and should probably learn from the leaders who are more experienced than us. I think that was one. And secondly, the HCL Healthcare. I think that is phenomenal. That is not only for a woman, I would say, but for each and every employee. But for me, how it helped is obviously I joined in COVID and HCL Healthcare played a huge role, and they were basically doing a lot of work for the communities as well as the HCLTech employees. We were banking on them. I think those services were really, really useful for me, from vaccination to support. They in fact helped in providing oxygen support to a lot of my family members as well when they required during the second wave.
I started my engineering in 1994. Back then, engineering was a profession which was mostly men-led. At that time, my mother broke all stereotypes. Despite all financial challenges, she decided to send me for engineering. I have traveled a long journey from then, being outcasted by the community to become a role model and inspiration for many. In fact, my daughter is also going for engineering this year. HCLTech gave me a platform to learn and implement new technologies. It gave me freedom, create, innovate, and made me a woman leader, which I am today, leading more than 1,000 people across the globe.
So there was one point in my life when I was at a crossroad where I had to choose between my personal aspirations, my career, and my husband's professional growth. So he got a job opportunity in another city with a global brand. I was of the thoughts whether I should quit my company and search out something there, or how I should go. So I called up my manager and she was like, why did you even get this thought? For me, the work matters. Where you are located, where you are based out of, it doesn't matter to me. So, HCLTech is a kind of organization which gives you all the benefits, flexibilities, where you can find your spark, which is our motto also, find your spark and then work towards achieving the same.
My son started availing the daycare facility when he was not even able to sit properly. So that is the time very crucial. And I was very confident to leave my child at the facility because he was taken care very well. And I still recall the moment when the staff, the caregiver had sent me a picture that, hey ma'am, look, while you're working, I was working on building marketing strategies and my son was starting to sit. So that is the experience I've had. And thanks to HCLTech that it was possible. I did not have to give up my work. I did not have to give up my aspirations. and I could continue both my professional and personal growth together.
We're an organization which houses more than 200,000 talent across the globe, right? Where do you stand and how are you recognized? I think those were the fears that I had probably, that it's such a large organization, how would I feel recognized? And I think in the last 2.5 years, which is not a very long time, I'm here, sitting here and exchanging my thoughts. I think that really speaks a lot of trust that my leaders have enabled me, and I think my journey in HCLTech has been very smooth. So I've been given a lot of opportunities over here.
Promotions wise also, I would like to say, like, I have never seen any kind of disparity between a male employee or a female employee. It's always same. It's indifferent, to be honest. It's always indifferent towards what is your gender when they're promoting anybody, right? So when you are getting everything in any organization, why would you like to switch?
So what I personally feel is that to enable the women, we have to start from the childhood itself.
HSBC presents CNBC TV 18 Future Female Forward, the Women's Collective.